let's get the obvious disclaimer out of the way before I make this video. Everything in this video represents my opinions. Please do not get offended by my opinions. Please do not dislike the video because of my opinions. Also, please do not put in the comment section, "You're clearly not a geek." Okay. I have a problem with geek culture as it is. I feel it's become too mainstream now. I feel like it's too out there and it's too popular. And I do not like it. Right. Remember, this is all my opinions. So we'll just go back into a brief history of me and the whole geek fandom culture thing in my life. As a young child, I started to watch Red Dwarf, BBC comedy about 4 losers weirdos lost in space. To get me off that, my mum introduced me to Star Trek. This was probably between series 3 and 4 of The Next Generation. She didn't like Red Dwarf, she didn't want me watching Red Dwarf, so she got me into Star Trek. And that's something that's lasted the whole of my life. Now since 1990 maybe? To 2018. Someone will probably tell me in the comment section that, oh yeah, the break between Best of Both Worlds is this year, but to be honest, I can't remember what year it was. So there. So between the series 3 and 4 break, my mum got me into Star Trek. This has followed me for the rest of my life. Then a friend in junior school, circa 95, 96, got me into Star Wars. Then there was this golden age, let's say, of science fiction with Babylon 5, the BBC rerunning stuff like Buck Rogers and the 21st Century, the original Battlestar Galactica, which I've never been a fan of, etc, 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 etc. And during school, I was in the geek clique. I was the one who was watching Star Trek. I was the one who was watching Star Wars. I was the one who was watching these old 70s, 60s and 70s science fiction shows. When the Lost in Space movie came out, I saw that twice maybe. I got into horror films. I watched Power Rangers up to Alien Rangers. And I've never been that big a fan of everything from like Alien Rangers onwards. It's usually the Mighty Morphin I like. Then I got into the comic book films. I got into the naughty sci-fi shows like Lost, like the Battlestar remake, but it took me a while to get into the Battlestar remake, etc, etc. I watched the J.J. Abrams Star Trek films. I watched the Star Wars prequels. I watched Star Wars Episode 7. I've still got to see Episode 8. But, however, in the last few years, I've seen an explosion of this culture, and this culture going mainstream, and I mean it's going royally mainstream, and it's hard to pinpoint where this growth came from. It's either from three places. Firstly, the remake of Doctor Who, maybe the Transformers films, most definitely, and I think this is probably where we can go, this is where it exploded, the MCU. However, now everybody is massively into comic book films, massively into science fiction shows, massively into everything geek culture, even to the point where Rihanna has done a song for Star Trek, the third Abrams Star Trek film that was directed by Justin Lin, claiming how much she loves Star Trek. Ironically, if you ever look at the comments section on that video, nobody actually believes her. But it's out there. Geek is cool. People are buying pops. People are watching the Star Wars films. People are watching the Star Trek films. And these Star Trek films are going into like the top 250 best made films ever. Which, to be honest, actually just points out how good Abrams is as a director. How great Justin Lin is as a director. People are playing World of Warcraft. People are playing Minecraft. Minecraft is like really popular. And I see all this and I wanted to go back to where it was 20 to 25 years ago. I want to be in this weird subculture, unpopular subculture, where we're nerds and we're geeks, and not everybody knows about it. And to be honest, I think this is the inner hipster in me. I'm like a media hipster. I want to watch it because it's not popular, because it's not mainstream, because I don't want everybody else to enjoy it. I want like a subsect, a subculture of communities to enjoy it, not the populace, because it's not making me unique anymore. But however, I'm not going to have an absolute hatred of people because they are enjoying it. I'm not going to say you can't enjoy it, you play football, you do this and this. No, I'm not saying that. But I want it to be like an internal thing that a small subsection of the community enjoys. Granted, the more people that like it, the more mainstream it's going to get, and the more I feel like I'm joining the mainstream, the more, I don't know, the more I'm like becoming a part of this deafening voice, this deafening crowd that I don't want to be in. And I know it sounds pathetic, I know it sounds ridiculous, but I had something that was kind of unique to me, kind of interesting to me, but now I'm sharing it, and I'll admit this now, I feel like I want to pull away from this stuff. I want to pull away from the MCU, I want to pull away from the DC universe, I want to pull away from comic book films and find something else that no one else does enjoy. You get me? I want to find something new because this popularity kind of spoils the uniqueness and the interestingness of this for me. I want to be in the geek kingdom and not have billions, millions, billions of people enjoying it with me. I want to enjoy it in a subsect. I know I sound pathetic, and people will be going, yeah, but you should be happy it's popular, it's more out there, there's more to consume. There will be a lot of stuff to consume. There's the stuff from the 60s, there's the stuff from the 70s, there's the stuff from the 80s. And I have hip hop that everyone else enjoys, that I enjoy, and I'm happy with that. It's just that I want to have this geek kingdom fandom thing to a small sect of people. And that's about it, and I'll see you next time. Peace.